Hey guys, my name's Noah and this is my wife Grace, and we've been taking you guys along our camper rebuild series where we've been taking the camper we bought off of Facebook Marketplace and rebuilding it completely from scratch. And this week's project is pretty exciting because we're finally adding power to our rig. Huge thanks to EcoWorthy for sending us these 100 amp hour lithium batteries for our rig. Let's get them installed.
Let's do it.
To connect these batteries, we are using a battery wiring kit from Explorers Life, which includes a black and red 2-gauge wire, some wire lugs, and some heat shrink. The process went like this. We cut the wires to the appropriate size to connect each battery. Then we carefully stripped about a ½ inch of each side of each wire. Then we took the wire lugs that were included, put them on the end of the cable, and put them into this expensive crimping tool that we had to buy specifically for this, and crimped each wire lug onto each side of the cable. Once we got the wire lugs crimped on both sides of the cable, we added some heat shrink to each side to both reinforce and protect that connection. And this is what the cable looked like when it was done. And we repeated this process 6 times, 3 for the positive side and 3 for the negative side. Thankfully, the wiring kit that we bought included some extra wire because we messed up quite a few times before we got it right. So this is what it'll look like. These are just sitting on here right now. We'll eventually have lugs that go into the batteries, but that is what it looks like. Then we brought the EcoWorthy batteries and the rest of our components into the camper to see how everything was going to fit. So this is the rough layout of all the electrical components. The only thing we don't have here right now is our solar charge controller, which will go somewhere in that corner over there. But everything other than the batteries has some sort of rivet like this that can be screwed down to the floor so it doesn't move around. So all these things have that. So to keep the batteries from moving around when it's driving, I think we're going to cut a couple of 2x2s the length of all the batteries and then screw it down to the floor like that, so it'll go all the way down on both sides so they don't bounce forward or backwards. We'll do the same thing on the side, screw it down, and then I think we'll buy some sort of strap that we can screw directly to a piece of wood here and then run alongside and screw on the other side so they don't bounce up and down. But that is how we will keep that in place, and yeah, that's what we're doing next. That's all we got to this weekend, but follow along to see us get this system up and running.